GPT-4 takes what you prompt it with and just runs with it.
It leaves ChatGPT in the dust. It can convert a drawing on a napkin into a functional website. It can even explain to you a joke from a series of images. So let's find out exactly what GPT-4 actually is. It's multimodal now. This simply means that unlike previous versions of GPT, which were only text-based, GPT-4 can accept and process images as well as text. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an audio component to this as well, but for the time being, OpenAI simply did a demonstration showcasing a few examples of their image-to-text processing. The first one is on their website, where they gave AI the difficult task of explaining a joke based on a series of images. This image is of an iPhone, but it's charging with a VGA cable, and GPT-4 accurately was able to identify all the elements in the photo as well as explain the context of the joke. While this sounds pretty simple, this is something that's almost unheard of in previous versions of AI, and I guess that reCAPTCHA will now have a run for its money trying to detect not just bots, but artificial intelligence. The second demo is where the real magic happened. OpenAI showed how you could draw a picture of a website on a napkin, or maybe a piece of paper. Then you can take a photo of it and send it to GPT-4. You can ask it to produce a functional website. In this case, it was a jokes website. In just 10 to 20 seconds, GPT-4 produced all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code to reproduce the website, and then it was copy-pasted into an editor and showcased as a functional product.
The development of the transistor, of the computer, of the internet, the semiconductor industry, all the programming languages, everything came together to produce AI technology.
OpenAI have also showcased some of the companies that are already working with them to be able to use GPT-4 in their products. These companies have integrated it into services. One of them is Khan Academy. They've integrated it very similar to ChatGPT, but with more customization to work as a personal tutor for those people who are learning educational content. Maybe in the future, all our children will be taught by AI, but at least for the short term, it looks like it's definitely a great assistant to have on hand, whether you're doing any type of learning.
GPT-4 can teach a huge range of subjects. Imagine giving a 5th grader a personal math tutor with unlimited time and patience. It's a great tool to bring learning to everyone in a way that is personalized to their skill level.
It can tell us that if the strings in this image were cut, the balloons would fly away.
It can also produce and handle over 25,000 words of text, which is much larger than previous models. It's also much more creative, being able to edit as well as modify and iterate over technical tasks and writing tasks way more accurately than previous models as well. As an example, you could ask ChatGPT or GPT-3 to summarize Cinderella. And while it could do so, it wouldn't be able to do complex tasks such as being able to summarize it, where every sentence of each word begins with the next letter of the alphabet, A to Z. This is a much more complex task, and yet GPT-4 can do this quite easily. GPT-4 also surpasses ChatGPT in advanced reasoning capabilities. This means that if you're trying to book an appointment between two people's calendars with different availabilities, GPT-4 can better reason and figure out a time that works for both of them. It's also safer and less prone to making errors. Version 3.5 has average reasoning, low conciseness, but quite high speed. The legacy version is less used and its speed is a bit lower, but GPT-4 has very high reasoning and high conciseness, but the speed is a little bit lower. It is better at comprehension and understanding, it is better at reasoning, and it's also better as a language model, supporting more languages more accurately as well. In my last video, I tricked ChatGPT into thinking 9 plus 10 is actually equal to 20 and not 19. I tried to apply this same trick to GPT-4, but it didn't work, which means that technically speaking, it gave the correct answer consistently each time I tried to trick it.